Can anybody remember Bob the Builder? I used to be a cartoon freak growing up. Who remembers Bob the Builder? Yeah, okay. Chigogo remembers. Lady IJ remembers. Great. Precious, yeah, Bob the Builder. Mm. If you remember Bob the Builder, there is something he would always say whenever he encounters an obstacle. Bob the Builder used to be a cartoon where it's an animated stop motion cartoon where the guy runs a construction company. And as he's building with Lego blocks, at intervals, they run into an obstacle. And the question Bob would always ask his team is, can we fix it? That was a question synonymous with this cartoon, Bob the Builder. Now, juxtaposing this with this salesman posture, which is interrogative self-talk versus affirmative self-talk, a lot of us have heard or have been taught and practice affirmative self-talk. What's affirmative self-talk? Positive, confidence blustering statement. You make some positive statement that's supposed to bluster your confidence, and you can go out to conquer the world, right? Like we have in our C2 energy affirmation. Yeah, the Diamond Project affirmation. I'm a warrior leader. I am not selfish. I look out for my team. I protect the vision and my team. I am unstoppable. Those are affirmative statements. Yeah. I'm sorry, people should not come for me. But this is what I've learned from studying. Affirmative self-talk, as beautiful as they sound, let's be sincere with ourselves. Does it really push you or move you? This is not the after you have felt good after making those statements. Do you actually improve in your actions that should result in better results? True talk. Does it? You say all the positive, confidence blustering statements. Okay, you feel good at that moment. Yeah. To a very large extent, for majority of persons, does it actually bring you to that end? For many people, you need to have strong willpower to get yourself to get those things done that would make you begin to improve. But I discovered that there is another kind of self-talk called the interrogative self-talk. And this will be a plus if we can begin to add it to our affirmative self-talk. Okay, let's start adding the interrogative self-talk to our affirmative self-talk. Now, like I said earlier, Bob the Builder will often ask this question, can we fix it? The interrogative self-talk is focused on asking questions that you must provide answers to that determines your next line of action towards achieving the goal you want to achieve. Okay, now research has shown that interrogative self-talk is actually more effective in achieving desired results than affirmative self-talk. How? I'll tell you how. Now, before you begin any income producing activity, before you begin, ask yourself certain questions. So, for example, you're preparing at home to go for a mega event, and you know that you are going to be part of the closers on ground. And probably in the past, your closing has not been very effective. You close, people are not making payment. You close, people are not making payment. You can ask yourself this question before you leave home. This is an interrogative self-talk. Can I make this prospect sign up? Can I? Can I make this prospect sign up? Yes, I can. If yes, I can, what do I need to do differently? You know, when you ask yourself, what do I need to do differently? Because you have a history of not having successful close down experiences. When you say, what do I need to do differently? Your mind is forced to reflect on how you used to close down, on the conversations you used to have, and you begin to analyze the way you engage prospects. Oh, the last time I was closing down, I did not allow the prospect finish talking. I interrupted him a lot. Okay, It means that as I go for this event today, when the prospect begins to share, I would listen to him more. Okay? Until you begin to do interrogative self-talk, you might not know where the gap is in what you are doing. Can I bag 50 confirmed bookings today? Ask yourself that question. Your answer must always be yes, because that's what you want to achieve. Then ask yourself again, if I'm going to bag 50 confirmation bookings today, what would I need to do differently if I've only been bagging 20 in the past? Begin to ask yourself, is it that you're always on your WhatsApp checking for chats you want to respond to as conversations when you're supposed to be making invitation calls? Is it that when you're making invitation calls, because now you're forced to think about what you go through experience when you make invitation calls in the past? Is it that when you're on the call, you are not confident? And when they ask you certain questions, you jitter. If you can identify that, you can then tell yourself, okay, now, this question they always ask me that throws me off. If they ask me this question now, how should I answer? If you need to consult to know the right answer, consult. But you see, because you are engaging in interrogative self-talk is why you are unearthing the things that you need to do to give you results going forward. All right? Now, when you begin to ask yourself these questions, remember, your first answer should be, yes, I can. When you answer a yes, I can, write down at least 5 specific reasons why your answer is a yes. These reasons will remind you of the strategies you need to harness to be effective on that task, okay? And then you're going to have improved results. That's the power of interrogative self-talk. Now, another posture you need to have as a successful salesman, remember, your posture is how to be. How to be. A posture you need to have is this: be your first customer. I'll repeat that. To be a successful salesman, you yourself, be your first customer. What does this mean? We are speaking to your belief. We are speaking to your belief. How can you engage somebody to take a line of action that you do not believe is the best line of action for that person? Many of us approach our businesses with 10% belief in this business. Our belief is very shallow and it affects the outcomes that we get. Think to yourself, the way you present, the way you close down, the way you make invitation calls, if you were the person on the other side, will you sign up? The way you do close down, if you're the person on the other side, if you're the one listening to yourself, will you sign up? If you're running a presentation, if you were the one sitting in the audience, listening to the way you present on stage, will you sign up? Does your presentation reflect low belief in this business? How is your energy level? Subconsciously, prospects pick this thing. How is your belief level in this business? You yourself, are you convinced that this business is the pathway to financial freedom? If you do not believe it, my friends, the person listening to you will not believe it too, because they can somehow sense, your shallow confidence and belief level in what you're talking about. So in building your